Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? The plough is working diligently in the field just over there. I have had to do it at a few different angles, as we did last time when I was doing some work in there, but the hired help is actually doing the job. You may notice by the colour of our lorry here that I have changed it. And Michael Snyders, I think is how you pronounce his name, was the first person to point out, and he wasn't the last. Several people pointed out that this was the vote that was really close. There was 8 votes in it, and it wasn't the in-game standard lorry that won, it was the modded lorry that won. So I have returned that one. I have gone and gotten the modded one instead. I've got the most powerful engine, I've got a back attacher, and I also got the Kufanger, I think it's pronounced, but I don't actually know what it means. Kufanger design. I don't know what that means. I'm not actually sure what that is, but the rest of it, I got the most powerful, the back attacher, and I got the Strabe. Is it Strab? Strabe? I'm not sure. I think that's not a B. Is it Strath? Strathy? I don't know. Someone tell me how to pronounce that one, and someone tell me what this is as well, please. I'd really like to know. So yeah, I got those, and I have it in the correct New Holland colours as well. So I've already sold wheat. I've also picked up all the bales in that field and sold those. We're just taking the beans now over to the store, and we're going to sell those. Before I go any further, my question for this week. Do you want me to spend $100,000 on a selection of various small tractors? I'll get quite a lot of the little tiny tractors that all the little ones that I can get. So we got like that Fiat there. That Ford's a bit expensive. International Harvester there for $20,000. What else have we got? We got that one there, the Belarus, which I used in Sosnyovka. I could use that one. We got a Universal there. There's some Zetas that we can use, and I know that a lot of these are Eastern European ones, but it's not out of the way to think that these would have been bought in from Eastern Europe and shipped over to New Zealand. Definitely not out of the way. There's that one there, which is kind of like the Fendt GT, but this is a different make, and I wasn't aware that there were other ones around, but apparently there are. So yeah, we could get that one as well. So basically $100,000 worth of small old tractors. Oh, we could even get a John Deere. Right, we could get one of the John Deere, like the 3650 or something like that. We got the 3050, the 3350, or the 3650. There's awesome tractors. 2650 was my first ever tractor. And we got some of the Massey Fergusons, and we got some of the Massey Fergusons from the old Massey Ferguson pack from Black Sheep Modding, part of the competition DLC. Loads of stuff there. So yeah, we could do that, 100 grand on those, or we buy this battle tractor, right? This is an 868 horsepower beast of a tractor. We get that one, and we spend the remaining 45,000 on, 35,000, not 45, on a couple of other tractors as well. So do you want me to use the battle tractor here on this map in Watea Valley, or would you like me to use a selection of other tractors? It's your vote, it's your game. Head in the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And that brings me to another point. Several people have said lately that they're unable to vote, and they can't figure out why they can't vote. 2 people have come up with suggestions as to why you might not be able to vote. Tyree says you need to turn on annotations in the bottom of the screen. If you've got annotations permanently turned off, you may not see the little white eye come up so that you can cast your vote. Turn annotations on. I don't put any other annotations on my videos, it's just for that. So turn them on, answer the question, and then you can turn them off again. And Ubizon, he said that he disabled his YouTube ad blocker, and then he was able to see the vote. If you want to run the YouTube ad blocker, I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can like temporarily disable it just for a second, cast your vote, and then put it back on again. I know some people really don't like the adverts coming up at all, and so will run an ad blocker. But if you're running an ad blocker, that might be what's stopping you from voting. Or try turning on annotations if you don't have those turned on. So that's the 2 suggestions that people have given us for those of you who've said that you're unable to cast your votes properly. That might help out so that you can start voting as well along with everybody else. Now, let's just sell these beans, and then we are going to be getting our Krone Big M I was originally thinking that I would go for a load of... I'd actually put double wheels on some of the smaller tractors, and we would use those to do it. But quite a lot of people said they would like to see the Krone Big M pulling the Kuhn combo baler wrapper. Excellent. Okay, so we'll go for that. However, something has come up. Something that has changed that plan. Something that I think you may agree is definitely worth keeping the plan changed. So we'll just leave that one right there, and we're going to run over to the shop. And here in a shop, we are going to get the Krone Big M. We want extended hitch mount? No, we want the standard hitch mount. We will go for the 775 horsepower engine because it's very, very steep ground. So we want the main colour to be the New Holland blue, which is the second blue, not the darkest one. So we do have that right now. And the rim colour has got to be white, pure white, not off-white. Wheel setup, auto hubs. What is auto hubs? I have no idea what auto hubs means, but we'll go for it anyway. And design beacon light bar. Yeah, well, we'll try the beacon light bar anyway. So we lease that for 19,200. A little bit expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. And then here is the there it is, the creme de la creme. I feel it has finally been released, and I've found it this morning, just this morning. So refill net rolls manually or auto. Well, we'll do these both on auto because I don't think they actually work properly if you don't have the you need one of the attachers on them. So we lease that one. Okay, and back. It's if you don't have manual one of the manual attaching mods, I can't remember which one it is. Not all the features work correctly on this baler. So if we just stick everything on auto, hopefully it will enable everything to work correctly. And this is the Krone Ultima. This is the bad boy. Right, open side doors. B. This one right here, this one actually is a continuous baler. It keeps baling continuously and doesn't stop. Once the round bale is full, it fills a pre-compression chamber while the bale is exited out of the machine. And there we go, we got our New Holland blue colours, and we got the Krone colours as well. So we sort of everything all rolled into one. Now, the big question is, how much of this baler? I don't know. I've literally just seen it this morning and thought, right, we need that. There's just something that we need. And what does it actually show us? Because I do remember that it took a huge amount of horsepower to be able to run this thing. Right, turn on baler, higher worker, lower pickup. Hide the HUD, keypad 0. Right. Helper settings, left shift H. What does that do? Oh, that's the AI vehicle extension. Right, back from there. Can you change whether or not it wraps or not? I don't know if you can choose wrapping or you know, if you can choose to turn the wrapping off. Let's make the most of our beacon bar. We've got the beacon bar, so we need to use this one. So we want to head up to field 25. We're going to get over that ramp and get into the field so that we can actually start working today. Now we see if we can actually get into the field, and this is going to be the first major test for this. We've also got to be able to get our trailers in here so that we can get all the bales out of here. I suppose it doesn't really matter if we can turn the wrapping of the bales on or off this particular time, because we're going to want to wrap everything anyway, so it makes no difference whatsoever whether we can turn them on or off. I think we're going to want to go up this side and down that side over there, because that side is steeper than this side, and normally if you've got really steep land you would go down the steep hill and then up a slightly shallower hill. So let's unfold here. I don't know if there's anything to unfold on the Ultima, but we do want to unfold this one. Everything comes out, and now I've got to find out what I've got to do. So it's just literally turn on baler, lower pickup. Oh, wrap bales. I see. Right, so you can choose to wrap the bales on or off. Set the bale size. At the moment it's on 1.3 meters. I think that's game standard, so we'll stick with game standard bale size rather than going for any bigger ones, just so that we don't get any issues. And that's everything that we need on there, so let's turn that one off. I want to just lower the baler so that he's ready to go. Switch over to the front, turn you on, lower you down. Now this one automatically puts it into windrow now, because there were some issues with the other one not actually working properly. Now we get to see how well this one works. And so now it starts filling the pre-compression chamber. Pre-compression chamber is... okay. It's moved everything into the other chamber. It also does slow you down quite a bit so that it can allow for the bale to be wrapped. I am deliberately staying away from the fence a little bit. I suppose I could go in a little bit closer. So it's still not as fast as a square baler, but obviously a square baler you've got to go over it twice because you've got to go back and you've got to wrap it. There's that bale out, and now it slows right down while it just changes over because it was full. Speeds up again. So the baler actually automatically slows you down. It's like putting an input into the PLC for the machine towing it, and it will slow you down according to how fast you've got to go. That is fantastic. Look at that. And we've now got to get... We're climbing up rapidly, and we are getting quite a bit of grass into this Ultima. Is the bales going to start rolling down the hill? Okay, that one's away. He's off. I don't know how far he's going to go. Because of the amount... he's going. Oh no, have we got... oh no, there's no collision on the bottom, is there? Look at it go. Oh, that's going to go straight in the tree. I don't think there's any fence down there. Oh, it's hit a ramp. I think that's gone right into the trees. I don't think there's collision on the trees down the bottom. This is not a good thing. Let's just stop and allow the bale to stop. Just run up against us a little bit. Right. We're going to have to be careful. I think I can see the bale down there. But we are going to have to go slowly. So the main chamber's on 30-odd%. We've done 3 bales. Because it's wrapping it, it does... It's slowing us right down. And I like the fact it's slowing us down. But it does make this whole process a little bit slower. If I stop a minute... well, this bale is undone. Everything is automatic. Everything is completely automated. Oh! Something else I wanted to show you as well. If you have a look, you go up close. See here, it tells us what we've got in the bale. We've got silage, 4,000 litres, 1460 kilos. But you've also got an option, if you look there, open and fade bale. I don't know what that is, and I've no idea what mod it is that's doing this. It's got to be one of the mods that has been added in somewhere. Well, obviously. But I don't really know where it's come from or why it's doing it. I've got so many mods at the moment. I've added a huge quantity of mods for the modding competition from the mod contest. I've added most of them. Oh, there's another bale going, and is he going to stop on the tree? Tree stopped it, sort of. No, that's still rolling. That's going to go away into those trees. Unfortunately, those trees don't have any collision on them, which does present a few issues, I think. Now that bale's going to stop there. So, yeah, whilst we do have a fantastic machine set up here, and the field is awesome and all, and we've got collisions everywhere on this map, the one place that we could actually do with some collisions, we don't have any. There's no collisions anywhere on those trees, and that means that all the bales... let's jump out while that one's doing his wrapping bit. Oh no, this one's stopped here, but you can go right through these trees. There's no collision on these. Oh, this is going to present some serious issues. We're going to have bales everywhere, and we're not going to know anywhere to... we're just not going to be able to get any of them, are we? That bale is... what's he going to do? I wonder if I can stop him from moving. Just stay right there. Stop. 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 There we go. Right. Okay, he's staying where he is. Now, there was another one that went flying off down the bottom. I think that's it down there. There is a slope sort of going up the other side, away from the trees. Well, it's covered in trees. So we may get lucky. We may not actually have any bales go sort of too far away from us. That one's stopped there completely. That one's just going to follow us. We're just going to have to ignore that one. The pre-compression chamber fills up to almost 100%, and then it stuffs all of the grass or hay or straw, whatever you're doing, into the main chamber. If we weren't wrapping, it would go a lot faster. And obviously we got the option to turn the wrapping off. So maybe if we do hay, we could use this setup. That's the point. Up in the fields, up in the top, because we want it. The vote said that you guys wanted me to use do grass up there. Don't do any more arable stuff in the small fields at the top. So that's what we will be doing. But do you want me to use this setup again? Do you want me to use the Krone Ultima and the Krone Big M all together up in those really small fields? Or would you rather I actually just went in there and did some mowing and then we turned it? Actually, if we're going to make hay, we're going to need to do an intermediate step anyway, so we won't be able to do a sort of completely all-in-one move like we're doing right now. This is so slow. I wanted to be able to, like, get going on the hills, but because we're stopping to wrap all the time, it's really taking, it is taking forever. Let's see if we can get at least once around the field then. That bale is still going. I don't think he's ever going to stop. And there's a reason that I'm staying away from the edges slightly. It's just sort of force of habit, I guess, mostly. Because of spending years making hay, I've sort of got into the habit in real life of, I think it's better to leave like an outside round when you're doing hay and have that done as silage. And so many places that I've worked started doing that in later years. Now that silage bales are so much easier to make and so much quicker to make as well, you do 2 rounds around the outside of the field with silage bales, and then you do hay in the middle. And that way you don't have any hard to dry bits sitting underneath the hedge or anything like that. So different people do it different ways. Some people will leave the outside round and do that last, sort of go back later on and do that with silage bales. Some people will go around and do it first, and even when I've worked on places that haven't done that and we have baled up everything and we do the lot, I've worked on a lot of places that don't do this tight to the hedge. They'll do out from the hedge and then you just turn the animals in there afterwards, so the cows or the sheep or whatever, turn them into the field and let them like take all the pickings from the outside edge. Now that bale there, see, we can go up this hill. This is a very steep hill, but it's nothing like that bit over there. That bit over there, that is sledging material, that is. And you've got the ramp at the bottom to sort of take you up and slow you down. That is a perfect sledging hill over there. But these bales down here, they're all just going to accumulate down the bottom. Really what we should be doing is when it's finished wrapping, we shouldn't have it auto unloading on the wrap. We should be backing it into the hedge each time. Because having the bales roll down the hill is a little bit irresponsible. We shouldn't really be doing that, should we? Although that one has nicely rolled around to the side and stopped, which is excellent. That's just what we want, really. I'm going to do a little bit more of this so that we can... actually, I might take a pass down across the middle of the field because this is going to get a bit slow. I'll probably do most of the rest of this off camera between now and next episode, so then we can get in here and we can get this lot picked up. And I think that we're not going to be able to use the MAN TGS truck in this field. It's too steep to expect it to do it. What we ought really to do is we ought to get the Fendt in here with one trailer, load some bales and drag them out, and then the MAN TGS can sit at the top there and can take both trailers joined together and tow them away. So we can put some bales of silage up for where we're going to have the cows, and then we'll put some bales of silage, we'll take them over and we'll sell them. I'll do a few more here a minute, and we can take a look at working some really steep ground in a second. Okay, there's another bale going flying off down across the bottom. I missed a strip there because I wasn't looking where I was going. Where's he going to stop? Hopefully we don't have any actually disappearing. We've been quite lucky so far. We haven't had any of them disappear into the trees at all. They've all just sort of accumulated along the bottom bank down there. This one here, that one's going to go bowling off down the bottom as well. I'm going to cut straight down across the field here and do the steepest part that we've got. We'll just watch that bale there. Oh, this is brilliant. You can have so much fun here. We have competitions, we can sort of line them up and you have meter marks sort of measured out and see whose bale can bowl the furthest. Bale bowling. A new sport. Yes, we've just invented a new sport. Bale bowling is what it is. And I don't know what sort of trophies we could have. This is a steep, steep hill. Look at that. That is going to take a massive amount of horsepower to be holding that back. And this is the kind of situation where you don't want to be touching your brakes. And look at that. Okay, right, yeah, I guess that the rough bit there in the middle is probably a little bit too steep to realistically actually be working. You wouldn't really be doing that. You can even see the wheels in the game sliding a little bit. It's that sort of reluctant to do it that even the game is sort of pointing out, hang on a minute, this, there's such a thing as not having realism, and then there's such a thing as just taking it too far, Frith. And you have just taken it too far. Oh, that is ridiculously steep. I wonder if we can actually get back up there. Because the bale went underneath the baler there, that's what caused that little issue. I don't think, well, we're not going to try and go back up that bit, but maybe we could just turn around and try and go back up there. That could be interesting. We might be able to do that bit. So let's just come out to the bottom. We'll go straight down here, and then when we reach the end, we can turn around and start heading back up the hill. Okay, now we're going to test it. Can it get back up this hill? Of course, the other test that we can try is hired help, because, of course, this field is already ploughed land. So, in theory, the hired help ought to be able to do some of this. I'm not quite sure which direction the hired help is going to want to pull. But let's just get this thing going up the hill first. Wheels are actually spinning. The wheels are genuinely spinning just there. He's struggling to... Yes! He's genuinely struggling to gain purchase on that ground. And he's actually spinning. And this is actually quite realistic, because I don't think any machine would be able to pull that baler up this hill. I think the mower itself could get up the hill, because the mower is a very powerful machine, and it's heavy enough, I think, that it would sort of bite into the ground rather than just slipping. A lighter machine might actually have more trouble staying on the ground than a heavier machine. I'm not quite sure. Now, let's go over here. I need to raise the mowers up now, so I can go over the top of that bale. There's another... We've done a bit more bale bowling down there. And... that one's really going for it, that one is. It's going to be really easy to pick... Those bales away... What was it? It was 1,400 kilos, wasn't it? Let's just... Is that the nearest one? Yeah. Nearest bale. Oh, he's moving. It's because we went too close to him and we touched him. 1,400 kilos. So 1.5 tons these bales are. The way it's bowling down the field, that is, yeah, that's a little bit dangerous, I suppose. Technically, that could be classed as dangerous. Actually, it could be classed as completely and utterly lethal. Can we do it with a hired help? Oh, it's got the AI vehicle extension. What's that going to do? Well, it should actually take in the rest of the crop. But whether it's still going to do everything automatically, I don't know. Whoop. What are you doing? Where are you going? Okay, I'm not quite sure why he tried to turn halfway down the hill, because that is pretty much a suicidal move. You really don't want to be doing things like that. So why is it behaving like that? It might just be that the AI vehicle extension doesn't like the way that this field is laid out. It might not like the mower. I'll tell you what, let's stop a minute. Take that off. And it's left control H, isn't it? Yeah, there. Alright, let's do that onto normal, and then we'll try it. And I will go... I'll turn it on. And I will go back over onto the really steep ground here. Come on down the hill. He is... Whoa! Okay, just pretend you didn't see that bit, because that bit is really not the way to behave with any machine ever. Although we do have a decent bale bowl going on there. How far is he going to get this time? They're all stopping at the bottom. They are at least not heading through the trees. Right. The AI, the in-game AI, is wanting us to be lined up there. So we'll see what he's like when he turns at the bottom. I have actually run out of time, so I will finish doing this field in my own time. I get this all finished up before next week so that we can get back into this field and we can gather up some bales. The question for this week is about the tractors. Do you want me to spend 100 grand on a whole load of small tractors? A lot of them are from the mod competition. Or would you like me to spend 100 grand on the battle tractor and a couple of the small tractors? This battle tractor here is an 868 horsepower tractor taken straight out of Mad Max. This thing looks awesome. And by my comments, you can already guess which one I would like you to get, but I already know for a fact that none of you actually pay any attention to what I want. You go for what you guys want, which is actually how it should be. It is how it should be. So, yeah. It's your vote, it's your game. Head in the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Like I said, I will finish doing all of this mowing and baling before next episode, so that in our next episode we can gather up some of these bales. We'll take some of them up to the cows, we'll sell some of them, and we should be able to start buying cows as well. Oh, and we can also start cultivating in the field that we're ploughing at the moment. That should all be finished by then. I think he's just about done now. There's another section that I'll have to set him going on, but that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Is he going to make it up this hill? That is one That is a seriously steep hill, and he is struggling, but he's doing it. He's actually getting up that hill. That is fantastic. Okay, maybe not. He's doing it. He's going so slow, but he is doing it. He's getting there. Oh, yes. He did it. He pulled through. Oh, what a beast of a machine that is. It was definitely worth getting the extra horsepower into it. It was definitely worth it. And let that one just turn around up there. Right, anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.